everyone! So, reasons that I recommend going to the community college is that the main reason that everybody knows about is that it's a lot cheaper than in the university. The parking permit that I pay, and this is on a quarterly basis because my state likes to do quarters for some reason, is about $45 to $50 per quarter, but the university has it at like $400 a quarter, so people usually just take the bus there, and their tuition also covers like a bus card or a bus fee. So that's one reason. Like that's not even talking about tuition yet. That's just parking. And so get all of your credits done at a much cheaper price where you can still have that one-on-one interaction with your professor. If you're doing a science degree, and this is coming from someone who did dual enrollment in high school for my junior and senior year and still stayed afterward, I had a scholarship to go to stay for 2 more years at the community college, and everything was paid for. So science degrees for associates are usually 3-year degrees, not 2 years. And so if you are looking into doing that, and you are in dual enrollment right now and you're doing a science degree, I would recommend staying at the community college and just finishing up your associates, because from the advice I had from someone else who finished up his associates while he was over at the community college, it took him 5 years because he was doing 2 years in Running Start or dual enrollment, and then 3 years outside of that after he graduated high school. When he transferred into the university, and he had the degree, there were classes that were required that they just crossed off and he didn't need to take because he had that associate's degree. So I would recommend finishing up your associates, but don't just take my word for it. Talk to people local in your state, in the schools that you want to go to, talk to counselors, email them and ask them what they would require. Now, another thing is that when you stay in the community college for like an extra year, you're not going to experience that culture shock that a lot of students feel when they go into a college. They're like, oh my goodness, there's so much work, and you don't know where anything is. But with you who goes to that college anyway, you already know where everything is. You know where all the bathrooms are. You know where the good vending machine is. So I would recommend staying just because you'll be more efficient in your work, and you're already comfortable with the place, so you know what not to do at that point. Also, you build relationship with the faculty there, and so it's easier for you to ask questions because now you're comfortable with them. In the science department, in the engineering and chemistry department, I talk with all the faculty there, and I ask them all my questions, even things that aren't necessarily related about what I'm doing at that point in chemistry or engineering, or if I just have some random question about like, why does this part in this machine do this, or like, why did you decide to teach when you were making so much money as an engineer at IBM? And then they just tell us these things because I want to gather as much wisdom from these people, because they've already gone through a lot more life than I have, like probably 25 more years. So I would try to extract as much wisdom from them. That being said, with asking questions, you should be able to get over your fears of talking to your scary professor anyway. I'm guilty of that too. But you know that it'll be easier to ask questions when you're more comfortable with them. Now, this next thing that I think not a lot of people realize is that it really helps your maturity. So if you're a parent out there and you want your kid to do well at school, I would recommend them going to the community college. So one scare tactic that my school had, or a teacher at my high school had for not doing dual enrollment, was that you didn't want to be a 17-year-old girl sitting next to a 30-year-old dude, and 30-year-old's like, hey, what's up? But actually I never really saw that, at least where I went to, because if you're going to school, that's, even at the community college, $500 per class. Even if you're doing a science class, that can get up to $600 easily. I don't think someone would, how would I say it? You'd have to be mature enough and responsible enough to like place that money in there out of your own pocket, and so you're not going to be wasting time there. You're fully focused into school. But anyway, a lot of the people at community colleges are like moms and dads coming back to school, people who have been working in, I don't know, Boeing for 20 years, 25 years, and they're just coming back to school so that they can get up to the next level of where they can in their job. And because of that, I can say that I'm a lot more mature. Not everyone in the people that I talk to, they're not drinking every night. They're not getting hungover every weekend. They're focused on their work because they know they need to transfer to the next level, meaning that meaning that they're going to work harder because it's a lot harder for transfer students to get into a university than freshman year students. But you do gain that maturity. So if you've got a 17-year-old kid and you want him to become more mature, I would say send him to the community college where he can learn a lot from people who have already gone through a lot of life, just like our professors. But the other students there who may be 45 years old and have a kid, an 18-year-old kid who's graduating high school right there, right at that same time, they can offer so much wisdom into what to do and what not to do with their lives because they've already gone through all of that. So that is my little spiel today on why I would recommend going to the community college. If you have any more questions, let me know about that. And until next time, I'll see you again. Bye, guys.